Yeah, g'day, it's Corey, and this is I'm officially calling it the first day, even though it's the second day of a build. I've been live streaming this as well, which videos are already on YouTube with it. So basically what I did here was cut a bit off and then cut them down the centre, and then I did what ends up being the top and the back. First piece was the fingerboard and the scarf accent pieces, and this was done yesterday as me recording this, and I abused the hell out of the drum sander, so hopefully there's not too much footage of it. And yeah, took a while to get it all level, especially the last piece because the blade wandered a bit, but in the end, I'm happy. So I'm not going to talk every drum sanding session, but I broke it up because I didn't want to annoy the neighbours the whole time. So here I am using a bit of the offcut from the fretboard and some of the pieces that I already cut earlier to make an accent piece for the scarf joint. And yeah, just glue and clamp and make sure everything's flat. Turned out sweet.
Actually,
so after the drum sanding session, I ended up, okay, I'll cut the body out. So cut the main part of the body out, and then I fed that through the drum sander to get it all nice and flat. At first I sanded off the excess of the scarf accent just so I didn't have to cut it back so far later, and here I am gluing it on. It took ages. I didn't want to have indexing pins, but I ended up having to do it, so lesson learned, save time, fucking index them, you idiot. So glue on the top. This came from the stream footage because I forgot to record the first part. And the drum sander parts in this video are from the stream, and I had audio difficulties, so there's not much I can do about it. I could whinge about it, but it's not going to work. It's not going to help. So this is either the top or the back, and this is vice versa. I can only tell the difference between the top and the back because the back has a tiny little knot hole in one of the center sections. But this is all the same pieces of wood. The top and the back are configured the same way as in the pieces. I numbered the pieces after I drum sanded the inner parts flat. So I have 1 and 1 on both the sides that have already been sanded. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. So it actually worked out for it to be 1, 2, 3, 4 across, which I didn't know. I just went with the best part that the best way it looked. Like if there was a bit of a defect, I made sure it was in around where the neck pocket was going to be. So yeah, that's that. I don't know if it helped, but I added some tape. I was hoping that it wouldn't cause the plank to tip up. If you put too much pressure on it, it fucks it up. Used the center finding thing, which worked out awesome. I normally drill crooked, and then I used a spade bit with a screw on the end, and that scared the fuck out of me. And then I swapped over to a Forstner. And then there's a clever bit of editing, and it nearly lines up. So, yay me. And I said I wasn't going to comment, but I used a little sled thing that I've seen Dave Dickens use, that he uses through his thicknesser. I use it on my sander and it works awesome. And then just sanding in the transition because it was a little bit crooked. Had to add a shim under the fingerboard because I didn't want to be scared about cutting into the neck and exposing the truss rod, which I did on my last stream build, which you wouldn't know because I ended up gluing it up and it turned out awesome. So yep, gluing that on, then clamping. I mustn't have got the footage of the drum sander leveling the body off. It'd be on the stream, but already so much of it. So here I am, 40 grit, not leveling off, cleaning up the edges so it's pretty much final shape. And yeah, it's a nice tool. I don't like it. There's some reason, I don't know whether it's me not being patient with it or what, but I have used a square and it looks level, and then for some reason it seems and it's not level. But maybe it's a patience thing. I'm expecting too much out of it. Thanks, Bonehead. then after this we have chambering, which on the stream I did abuse the little router. I did too much too soon, and then I just cut it down because it was about 20 minutes of routing. We stopped in between because the wood was so fucking smelly. It was a good smell too, like it cleared the noses. Cleared the nasal passage, and it was the strongest smelling camphor laurel I've ever used. And in a minute, when it's low enough, I drill a hole through the back and then just use a flush trim bit. So these videos, they end a bit quick, so I've skipped ahead and I know where I'm up to, so I'm just going to say catch you in the next one. Like, subscribe if you want to. And yeah, hope you're enjoying the new format. If there's no difference, I'm going back to high speed dubbing it. Righto, catch ya.